It's 7:11 News Radio 102.9 KARN. Dr. Tiffany Haynes with UAMS. Good morning to you. How are you doing today?
Good morning. How are you?
Thank you very much for being on. You are an assistant professor in the Faye Boozman College of Public Health, and you know all about stress and mental stuff here. And as we're going through this, it's a new situation for so many people dealing with stresses that we didn't expect to happen. So what are you seeing, and what's your advice on how to handle all this?
I think first, just remembering that exactly what you said is that this is new for everyone, and everyone is feeling some stress right now. So, you're not alone, and we're hearing a lot of people who are talking about feeling more anxious, feeling really uncertain, just not really knowing kind of how to handle this. And so I encourage people to, one, just admit that, I'm not okay right now, and it really is okay if you're not okay. And two, trying some new coping habits. So some of the things that we normally do to cope with stress, they may not be working the same way that they used to work. Mm-hmm. And so there may be an opportunity for us to try something new. So, if you used to go running, but now you're a little bit like, well, there's so many people on the trail, I don't know if I can still run. Maybe trying something like yoga or trying mindfulness or deep breathing could be something new to add to your coping toolbox. It's
Dr. Tiffany Haynes with UAMS. I actually have anxiety disorder, and I'm not making light in any way. I really do. And I think what a lot of people are feeling right now is what I feel on a given day. So, I can totally relate to what's going on. And I tell you, it's tough, too, if you're a parent, if you're a mom or a dad, to be brave in front of your kids when, bottom line, you're scared to death. You're rattled.
Absolutely. And, we talk about how you talk to your kids, and you want to not project your anxiety onto them, so not be so anxious that you're making your kids more anxious, but also to, this is an opportunity to model some coping skills too. So it's okay to say, what? We don't know what's going to happen right now. There's a lot of things that are uncertain, but there are some things that are within our control, and this is what we're going to work on today. So we're going to control the things that we can control, and we're going to not spend as much time worrying about what we can't control. I'm not going to say that you're not going to worry, because it's a very stressful situation. You're going to have some anxiety and worry. Mm-hmm. But being honest with your kids about that and modeling coping is going to be helpful for them as well.
So Dr. Tiffany Haynes with UAMS, with this too, what tips do you have as a family for getting along? If you're all in close quarters together, sometimes you get on each other's nerves.
One is to just say that at some point during this working from home and social distancing, we're going to get on each other's nerves. So we're just going to accept that at some point that's going to happen. But I think too, is one of the things I see a lot of families doing is they're trying to keep up all their normal routines. And it's okay right now to say, what, we're not going to be able to do a full school day and a full work day like we normally do. So let's have some mind breaks. Let's have some fun breaks. A lot of families are doing TikTok. I haven't quite gotten on the TikTok bandwagon. I don't know if you are, but I've seen a lot of videos of families getting together, learning dances and dancing, and that's just an opportunity for you to have some fun. But do something during the day where you guys are doing something that is not related to watching the news or figuring something out, but it's related to just having a little bit of fun, and that's going to help break up some of the anxiety that we have.
Yeah, you don't want to see me dance. That would be a viral video for all the wrong reasons. It's Dr. Tiffany Haynes with UAMS. You mentioned, too, that, maybe you do this. Maybe you go run and you can't do it the way you want to. And that's part of it, I think. It's the loss of freedom. If you can't do what you want to do, how do you cope with that? How do you deal with it?
I think, some experts have been really comparing this to almost a grieving process where we're grieving the loss of our normal. At the same time, we're grieving the loss of some other things. So one of the things I say is, be patient with yourself. Understand that this is going to take some time, and this is going to be a journey. This is not going to be something you figure out in 2 or 3 days. It's going to take some work. And then be open to be creative to figure out new ways of coping. So if you can't run your normal route, is there another route you can run? Is there a way you can do something indoors? What else can you do that can help you cope? And being creative and thinking outside of the box to find those things.
Dr. Tiffany Haynes with UAMS, where do you find those mental breaks? Does it help to get outside? Where do you find yourself in the middle of all this?
It helps me to get outside, and so I do. If you can get outside, even if you go outside in your front yard, and just get the sun, when we have some sunlight, feel that sun on your face. That's really helpful. Even opening up your windows. I, have noticed that some people have talked about the importance of having sunlight in your house. That could be helpful. But, I think anything right now that allows you to just kind of take a moment to relax, doing some deep breathing. It's really hard to be deep breathing and relaxed and anxious at the same time. So doing those type of things, but also staying connected to the people that are important to you. So calling your friends and family when you can, video chatting when you can, emailing and texting when you can, to stay connected, to stay grounded, and to stay with those people who are a support system for you.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that, reach out to family members and things like that and friends, check on them. And I think it does. If you have that conversation, and let you know somebody else is out there too. I don't know. Because it seems like you can get caught up in your own little world, and you got to see the big picture.
You do. I mean, it's really easy right now to kind of think that you're alone in this, or that you're the only one feeling a certain kind of way. And you're not. We're all feeling it. Every single person is feeling this right now. And it's absolutely okay to reach out to friends. Sometimes, it's good to have a time limit on how much you're going to talk about COVID-19 right now. So, we got 10 minutes, we're going to talk about this. And then the rest of the time, we're going to find something else to talk about, even if it's a Netflix show. That way, it kind of gives you an opportunity to connect and an opportunity to kind of take a break from what's going on.
Dr. Tiffany Haynes with UAMS. We'll talk again. Good to have you on this morning.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.